Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer and more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings, so not everything is going to resonate with everyone, and that is just fine. But before we start, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Fool card. New things, places, people and energies. Now remember, with the Fool card, which has been quite active this week actually, so I'm intrigued. I think it's because the sun is shifting into Leo this week, so interesting kind of energy, but this tends to set us on a new path, or it sees us revealing something new. Very often the Fool card is an event that shows up that changes our course in some way, and very often at the time it doesn't really seem that big, but as things unfold you look back on it and you're like, yeah, that literally changed my life. So for some of you, I get the feeling that this might be a reminiscing, so maybe you're remembering, you know what, I remember when I met this person and they sent me, and they sent me on a completely different path in my life. I remember when I met my husband or my wife and they set me off on a different path. Like, there's a sense here that you are looking back on some event that's changed your life, but also there's going to be another one that also changes your life. And I liken the Fool card, like the Tower is a complete right turn at 100 miles an hour. So it's really uncomfortable, very often a big upheaval. Whereas the Fool card is kind of like where the thingy on the train track changes and the train goes in a different direction. It tends to be a bit smoother. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves ya. So let's have a look. For your foundation card, you have the Knight of Cups. This is a spontaneous offer this week that comes in that may very well change everything. You're likely not to see this come in. Remember, the Knight of Cups is an offer or an opportunity that comes in that is usually very beneficial for you. You couple this then with the Fool card. This is something that could be really, truly great. Sorry, I've got that itchy nose thing that goes on. And it's usually as soon as I get to the second half of the zodiac, I kind of get that. It rarely happens in personal readings, but just recently there's been a couple and it's like someone sat there with a feather, just tickling the end of my nose. I'm like, stop it. Okay, so for your actions and options, this week, you have the Ace of Wands, right? So you've got a lot of beginning energy here. There's a lot of new path energy. There's a lot of new direction energy. The Ace of Wands is fun, vibrant, energetic, sexy even, sensual even. Very often this is about pleasure, but on the physical plane, right? So this is it's about action as well. This is in your actions and options, and you've got the Fool card here as well. This is you going in a completely different direction, a new and novel direction in some way, shape or form. It does feel like this is conscious though. It's not something that's happening to you. It's something that you're leading. Like, this is you really doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like a spark of inspiration that comes from within, or a calling of some sort that feels right to you, that may have a very creative slant to it. If you're a writer or a blogger, or if you work online in any way, shape or form, not so much from the tech side because it's the Ace of Wands, but more from the creative side, this could be a great week for you. For your communications and conversations, you have the Six of Wands. So not only is there an offer or an opportunity coming through your foundation card, which was the Knight of Cups, but you also have the victory and success card in the Six of Wands. This is going to see you playing a much more central role in some way, shape or form. I get the feeling actually that this is going to be about you saying or owning or claiming your brilliance in some way. And also, I think this is going to be a week where the communications and the conversations that you're having are going to be highlighting you in some way, shape or form. And you know, usually Scorpio's like, you know, I like to do behind the scenes, but this week it looks like you're really comfortable with that top spot, because it's right underneath the Fool card as well. I almost want to say to you, just consider which one of your skills you want to highlight. Be open to that, because you know, sometimes people say, well, what do you think you're good at? And you can, well, I think I'm good at loads of things. Get specific. All right, it's the Six of Wands. You've got to be ready to rant and rave about what it is that you're being asked. So for those of you that work for somebody else, this is the promotion that you've asked for, the pay rise that you've asked for, the position that you've got your eyes set on. The path suddenly becomes clear. The direction suddenly makes itself known for you. It is the Six of Wands, so this suggests that you've already done the hard work and now you're just waiting for the results. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, something that you've worked really hard on behind the scenes, something that you've created, something that you've loved into being is now ready, right? It's ready to be seen, it's ready to be released. Maybe you're ready to launch your business. Maybe you are ready to start talking about that thing that you've created. In a lot of ways, this sees you, you know, coming out onto the stage in some way. Maybe even for a select few of you actually coming out. You know, who knows? For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, the Six of Wands is basically you picking up an old skill and saying, you know what, this needs to be put to use. You might be invited to do this, so it might not necessarily be something that you have to actively do, although it looks like you will be. It might be something that you're invited to talk about, to speak about. Your expertise is being leveraged, but you have to claim that, right? You've got to claim that title of master if you want to be seen as one. For your money and materials, you got the King of Pentacles, Scorpio. It's all you this week. I love it, right? Great card for money. This usually accompanies things like professional advancement, bonuses. This is a great card for money, especially underneath the Ace of Wands. This is you making money from something that is self-directed. Even if you're employed by somebody else and you get that promotion, you get that pay rise, this is because of what you've done, the energy and effort that you've expended on the, you know, on the Pentacles plane, on the money material plane. The other thing with the King of Pentacles, again, this is about knowing or being clear on what your expertise is. This could also be an investment that comes good. For those of you that are hoping to apply for some sort of finance, this is a great week. Applications are accepted, whether they're for loans, mortgages, what else, you know, big purchases. You know, I've been saying to a lot of people for a long time, like, no big purchases. This week you can go ahead and purchase that big thing. All right. you have all of the green lights to go for it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, you got to watch out for your neck, your throat, and your voice this week, especially with that Ace of Wands, because this week looks like you're going to be loud. Maybe you're going out dancing, maybe you're having fun. Things are going to be, you know, loud, very enjoyable. So just look after your voice, especially if you work with your voice like I do. So just be aware. And then for your home and environment, this is a very settled feeling on the home and environment. This is the completion of works for some of you. It could be some of you, if this the King of Pentacles, which usually suggests the environment in some way. So this would be working on the outside of the home. If you've only got a balcony, this would be beautifying the balcony. This would be working on or in the garden. With the Six of Wands in the mix, you could be bringing something foreign into the garden. So maybe you source like a really odd material, or you find a really weird and wonderful statue that, you know, really enhances the feature of your outside space. And then for your that was the home and environment. For your no, I've done the earth sector. For your love and relations, you have the Ace of Cups. I mean, I have to say, out of all of the signs so far, Scorpio, you have literally the best week. Now, you've got the Ace of Cups underneath the Six of Wands. For those of you that are single, if you're just speaking to somebody or you're meeting somebody this week or there's someone new in the picture, this bodes very well for you. Like Ace of Cups, that's potential for a real relationship. For those of you that are married or in partnerships, this is a collective success, and this is a boost to the finances that makes you and your partner really happy. This is a really loving, very beautiful week, very harmonious week for you, and it's a week of new things, new changes, new directions in some way, shape or form. Now, technically you only have 2 aces, but the message for 2 aces doesn't feel right for here. You've got the Fool card as well, which is what all of the aces pertain to. So I'm going to go as far as to say that you have 3 aces, right? And 3 aces in the tarot literally represents the energy of small success. All right. So your full moon message is the gate 23 and assimilate. And what I love about this card, you see the castle in the globe, that represents your big idea or the thing that you're trying to bring into the world, and it asks you to consider how to make your dreams, your goals or your fantasies a reality, how you bring it into the outside world, give birth to your vision, right? This is Full card energy with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I mean, what more could you ask for? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.